All right, so lately, the last couple weeks, you may or may not have noticed that I've been a little bit more off the grid than normal. Obviously, the over the last few weeks since the Pittsburgh Pro, yes, I don't even know why I'm talking like this, bro. Cut. It's not totally unlike me to take some time for myself after a show because competing is not easy. I don't care what level you're on, NPC, IBB Pro, or Olympia level. It's it's challenging in itself to do these shows. I feel like I haven't really stopped since last year's Olympia. You know, really lit a fire under me coming off the Olympia last year, placing third, then on to the Arnold, and then Pittsburgh, most recent show. So,
Like, is this easy for you to talk about right now?
no, no, because I mean, no, it's probably one of the hardest things to talk about because like if I really sit here and I'm like thinking about the reality of what's been going on, then I'll get down on myself. Like I'll start getting emotional and I'll start living into that negative, sad feeling, and I don't want that. Like it's hard because I feel like it's important to grieve, but also that when you just live into it for too long, I almost feel like it's dangerous, or at least for me, because I mean, frankly, bodybuilding is one of the hardest things in the world to do. Oh, I mean, if everything is going great, it's one of the hardest things in the world to do. But if you're getting hit with things right and left, and then you got one thing that just stuns you more than any, I mean, if I sit here and start thinking about, that's why I wanted to just like, that's why I said a minute ago, like I know I haven't totally allowed myself to feel all the feelings. But I feel like I can't. I feel like I can't because I have to keep going, you know? Like I have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Like the world doesn't stop because you're hit with something, you know? Like everything just doesn't pause for you, you know?
Is that why you feel like you need to give an update to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know these last couple weeks, I haven't been, you know, posting as much. Obviously, I've been training. You've been seeing that. I mean, hasn't been full go training. It's been more fun training. Well, I've still been training pretty hard. Let's be honest, but you know, I love that. Like that's just me. That's just who I am. But yeah, I feel like sometimes like I like to do the social media. You know that, but at the same time, there are times it feels like it's what you have to do versus like what you want to do. Like I feel like I need to update everybody because I've kind of been off the grid a little bit more and I've not been posting as much, and like I do want to let people in on my life, obviously.
And the people that love you and that have been there for you, you know, on social media and in real life, like in person, they understand that and they love you for it. And you know, they care. That's why I feel like you want to update them because, you know, you meet.
Yeah, I mean,
you meet these people like in person
Yeah.
at events, and they know what's actually going on in your life, and they care. They pray for you, and I think that's the reason why you want to update.
Yeah.
everybody.
No,
even
like
though
we
it's
talk
so hard to
about, like,
talk about.
we, like, people ask sometimes the type of people that support me, and you always say it's like the most genuine,
Yeah.
like, best people. I believe that, because like you said, when I see them at events, it's like I always have the most genuine conversations. Like, it's just the most genuine support. So yeah, like, I want to keep people updated. I want to be putting out motivational and inspirational content. It's just, I think that's sometimes why I get misconstrued, that like, oh, he only shows this one side of himself. It's because I do want to be a positive source for people, like some positive motivation and inspiration for people. And like, these last couple of weeks have, it's just been hard. And I feel like if I'm gonna be on social media, I need to be able to keep showing that positive side of myself, so that way people can, I don't want people to watch my channel and be like, oh, that was sad, or it's a poor me thing. Never. That's the worst thing. But I want people to feel good after they watch, like, the stuff we put out, because that's what I fell in love with. Like, that's what made me want to be a bodybuilder, right? So I feel like I want to keep that going for people. I want to keep inspiring people, and I want to keep those people that support me updated. And yeah, and honestly too, like, just to be totally honest and transparent, like, we do have obligations because we're supported so well with sponsorships too. So like, I feel like, oh, well, they, making posts and stuff too. It's like, I want to stay consistent. I want to do a good job in everything that I do, whether it be in the gym as a bodybuilder, or whether it be social media, whether it be this gym that we're building. Like, no matter what it is that we're doing, like, me, 15 years together, and me, it's like, I put the most pressure on myself, more than anybody else could ever put on me, right? And I always want to do a good job, and and a lot of times, how my best is still not good enough to me. I can always do better. I can always do better. I can always do better.
And sometimes I feel like it makes you look inhuman.
Yeah.
When.
Well, sometimes I feel inhuman. Sometimes I feel like, that's why I said, I feel like times like this, I gotta say, this has hit me in different ways than I imagined it would hit me, because just like what you said there, like, sometimes I don't even feel like a normal person, because I'm so locked in. Like, to think about this, to be the best in the world at anything, it doesn't matter what it is, to be the best in the world, that means you have to work harder, sacrifice more, and be more resilient than anybody over a longer period of time. And all the stars have to align for that to happen. And then now we're talking bodybuilding. We're not just talking playing chess. We're talking bodybuilding. You know what I mean? And so, like, these last couple weeks, like, we come off the Pittsburgh Pro.
That week was hard.
So that's what I was about to say.
Probably the hardest, most emotional peak week we've ever had in our whole entire life.
Well, I'm not even thinking about peak week. The peak week was hard. Like, in between meals, I'm crying. When you guys are leaving the room, I'm crying, because I know what's coming, and I'm just hoping that she can.
I know.
And then we come off the show. It's a controversial win, whatever, who cares? Still won.
Wait, can we
but the thing is, you got to think, I come off the show, and I win, and then I'm hit with this news that my grandma passes away, right? She's passed away. And then I honestly don't care. I mean, I do care to some degree what people say in bodybuilding, but like, imagine, then you're hit with all the Nick Walker fans. Look, Nick's an amazing bodybuilder. It's great. It's great that he has his fans. I think that's somewhat good for the sport that we have. I think it's good for the sport that the fans support their favorite athletes. Now, how they support by tearing other people down is not really a good thing, but that's why I don't ever encourage my supporters to do that. But nonetheless, I'm getting hit with that, so I just put my phone away, and then we're traveling back to pick up Evie here in Florida. Then we go back to Indiana, so travel again. All the while, I was hanging on by a thread to get to the show. After I came back from Germany, it was like a struggle getting to Pittsburgh. You know, it was mentally and physically the hardest time I've ever had to get to a show. But I'm like, no, like I'm gonna bring a better package. You know, I'm coming. I want to be the first Pittsburgh Pro Champion. My grandma's situation, but then again, after flying back and forth, I'm physically just exhausted, like to the point where like I just wanted to lay down and do nothing. We're flying back and forth, and then we bury her on my birthday, which honestly I think is special. Like, sounds really bad, right? That, oh, she was buried on your birthday, but like in most situations I try my best to see the good in things. And so I kind of feel like it's special because of how close we were. But obviously that sucks. And I don't know. I feel like I let out so much emotion during that week. Well, the week before Pittsburgh, but then especially the week after Pittsburgh. And then I didn't even allow myself after that, because we had booked the vacation, the cruise. I was supposed to go to New York, which I planned on still going. You kind of intervened on that and told me I shouldn't go because I shouldn't. I was in no mental or physical condition to be going to New York, and thank God it was the right decision. Which, you know me, once again, I can show up and do my best, like, no, nothing's fazing me, you know? But really, so I knew that we were going to go on that trip, like the cruise. So like immediately the day after her service and burial, I knew the day after, like, I had to, as fast as possible, stop grieving. Like, you need to stop thinking about it. No, I did that, but that's what I did to myself. Not that that's the right thing. That's what I did. And I still am doing that because I feel like, once again, like, I want to be the best in the world. I want to be Mr. Olympia. And if I want to, then I have to keep moving forward. The world doesn't stop around me. You're hit with adversity and you need to face it head on and overcome that hurdle. And that's, like I said, like what I've become a lot more aware of this because it all started with you saying that I'm not human, like joking, right? Like sometimes I'm not human. You're right. Like I'm noticing that, like, I don't even allow myself to be normal ever. Like the only normal life I have is with you and Evie, you know? I mean, we don't do anything. Like, we're always go.
Well, we're planning on normal stuff.
No, we do. I mean, I can't say we never do, because we do. Obviously, like...
No, you know, like I said, we're planning on...
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I think what I meant more than anything is this, is that in my head, constantly, I am focused on being the best in the world at what I do. Bodybuilding, Mr. Olympia, gym, social media, sponsor, like everything that I do, husband, father. And I don't even I don't have time to even sit here and allow anything to consume my mind that's going to get me down. And that's why it's so hard for me to even give an honest update to people. You know what I mean? Because I'm almost trying to just push all these things out of my mind. Okay, yeah, here, I'll update you. This is what's been going on, but we're moving forward.
Yeah. But
What-
we're not. You're taking your time. Sometimes it's hard to move forward. You have to let it just sink in and feel it, you know?
Well, and like today, like I'm flying out to do the Olympia battle. I mean, I am looking forward to it, but it's just like I can't go there and train with these guys and be thinking about something that's gonna get me down. I gotta be thinking that I'm going there because I'm the best in the world.
You gotta battle.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta battle. You know, and I think the people that love you, you know, even the people that we haven't met yet, the people that's always been there to support you and our family, understand, and I think they're really going to appreciate that you are trying to give them an update.